The Killer Klowns are probably the, most unique aliens to ever invade Earth. But how many clowns are there? What are their capabilities? And do they have an evolution? Let's explain everything you need to know about the Killer Klowns. Animated. In no particular order, let's introduce the clowns themselves, starting with the massive Jumbo, who sports a purple suit with blue mismatched shapes, and, like all the clowns, has cat-like pupils. The equally large Fatso, that dons a spotted suit and an orange mohawk, and whose identical twin rocks a green afro. The significantly tinier and appropriately named Shorty, who boasts a spring-loaded punch. The striped-suited, red-haired Rudy, and his barely seen brother Magori, who for some reason is on the movie's poster art. The spiky-haired, Spikey, whose green suit is covered in stars. Slim, who just so happens to be heavy-set, and wears 3 tiny balloons in his hair. Bibbo, who wears a balloon-shaped neckpiece, rocks a double mohawk, and has a flower-suited twin. Bibbo's similarly suited brother, who himself has a doppelganger named Crinkles, and a third striped-suited lookalike. The grande-sized Chubby, wearing a spiral-patterned ensemble that features a blue collar, and his brother Hefty, distinguished only by his green collar and cuffs. The orange-suited and rainbow-haired Joe, Talls, clearly a fan of turtlenecks, who has green pegs for ears and 2 brothers with identical faces. Killbo, who wears a blue suit and has neon hair with purple stripes through it. The blue and purple-haired Storefront, sporting a rainbow-striped suit, and his twin Danny, who dons Killbo's blue suit. The plump, red-headed Mojo, who is only seen operating a giant parade float. Frank, a balding clown with tiny balloons painted on his face, and his elusive twin, who sports Storefront's rainbow ensemble. Slam, who also sports Storefront's rainbow outfit, and has a fiery tuft of hair with a red mullet. The droopy-faced Bash, whose green hair has a yellow stripe running through it. The curly-haired Boco, who has a balding blonde brother and an identical twin, who wears a flower suit. The plaid-loving Slumbo with noticeably giant ears. Dunk, who sports a red outfit with white spots and has 3 body doubles, 1 with shaggy red hair, 1 with Bash's head, and a 3rd with Tall's head. In addition to the body doubles, Dunk has an identical twin who opts for a muted striped ensemble. The last male clown, who goes unnamed, has curly pink hair with a monk-like bald patch. And 2 female clowns, named Rosebud and Daisy, also appear. They can apparently expand their bosoms and are more interested in smooching humans than capturing them. Now, the clowns arrive on Earth armed with various weaponry, including, but not limited to, ray guns that can confine people in giant balloons or cocoon their victims in cotton candy, which the clowns then drink for sustenance. The clowns also possess many talents, such as creating balloon animals that come to life and imitating voices.
Debbie, it's Mike, open up! Debbie.
They have superhuman jumping abilities and drive an invisible car. They can squeeze inside of stacks of pizza boxes and impossibly sized clown cars, yield an absurd amount of acid pies.
What are you gonna do with those pies, boys?
They have the ability to remove and regrow their hands, can rotate their head and shoulders 180 degrees, wield a lethal paper whistle, and to top it off, they're extremely skilled ventriloquists.
Don't worry, Dave. All we want to do is kill you.
But that's not all. They're also spotted creating shadow puppets that are capable of capturing humans, turning said humans into living popcorn, and leaving them to gestate and evolve into springy carnivorous clown offspring, which presumably turn into full-sized clowns. And of course, the clowns utilize a bazooka to shoot the living popcorn at other victims. While they're largely infallible to gunshots, when their nose takes a hit, the clowns explode into confetti. They also cowered down to the massive 20-foot Klownzilla, who, after reaching for a human snack, has his nose pop, exploding him and the clown spacecraft into pieces, bringing an end to their clowny terror. Until they make their return to the Killer Klowns from outer space in 3D, that is. Thanks for liking, watching, and commenting. Bet you had no clue this was gonna be the next animation. If you haven't seen Killer Klowns from Outer Space and like cheesy 80s sci-fi horror, check it out to stream, rent, or buy. And feel free to browse the other videos on the channel and subscribe for more.